Hey people, hello, we're two halves of CO.AG TV. I'm Jordan, nice to meet you.
I'm Nicola, nice to meet you.
And today we're going to be talking about how we both started down the conspiracy trail. So, would you like to go first, or...?
No, I think you should go first.
Okay, mine's pretty long.
Mine starts from his, the end of his.
Yeah, so... When I was about 12, I stumbled upon Nostradamus's predictions. As a kid, I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, what's going on? I started reading up about him, and it was pretty insane. I remember getting pretty freaked out and just running up to my mum, like, just yelling all this stuff I'd just read, and she's just like, oh yeah, okay. Just shakes her head. After that, I got into, like, alien disclosure stuff at about age 13. I remember getting full into it, being convinced like Obama was gonna disclose to everyone, especially when he had that Bin Laden, I think it was the huge media conference, and ended up nothing happening. Like, everyone was convinced the aliens were gonna come. After that, I got pretty deep into a website called abovetopsecret.com. It was like an encyclopedia of all things conspiracy. It had JFK, cryptozoology, paranormal, alien stuff. Gave me a lot of history lessons as well, like ancient Babylon, ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, like all roads lead to Rome. Just, it was huge. It was a huge growing tool. So that was about from age 14 to 17. After that, and the whole... I remember back in the day, like 2012 was huge. Everyone was talking about it on that website, and I remember nothing really happened. So I was just like, man, I'm done. I'm done with all this conspiracy stuff. But after that, I got into the controversial gentleman Alex Jones. Like, I know heaps of people love him, heaps of people hate him, but I think we can all agree he's right on some things. Just listening to him was huge. That was a huge learning, growing tool. And after that, this is an even more controversial. This website, it's called 4chan. It's got a lot of crazy, absolute ridiculous stuff on it, but there are some good nuggets of information on there. So that was probably the last 3 years I've been on that, and obviously the whole journey I've been on YouTube. We're going deep. We'll listen to Eddie Bravo. Just heaps of good YouTubers that do solid research. So that's me up to now. I remember you... See, guys, I was deep before she even scratched the surface. I would talk about this stuff and she'd be like, no, there's no way, you're an idiot. Like, what?
Yeah, I do remember that. But, like, what sort of stuff did you bring up to me?
Oh, just,
You were trying to, like, talk to me about something.
I was trying to be edgy, and, like, when we'd go on holidays, we'd be up in the air really high and be like, look, flat earth. Like, just bring up... I know that's a hugely debated topic, and I was just joking around, being funny. And, like, she would just get pissed. Like, be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about right now? I don't know, I'd bring up, like, random stuff that you need to be involved. You need to be deep before you even consider any of that stuff. So,
yeah. And I just remember, like, going off at you.
Yeah.
I did not want to hear about what he had to say, because it just sounded stupid.
Just like typical person before they take the risk.
Yeah.
But,
and then for me, I think I've really started to get into it when, like, watching Shane Dawson conspiracy theory videos. A lot of them are really good. Some of the stuff he goes through is a bit have you ever watched any of them?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, some
of them are a
good.
bit over the top.
His brother has some good
yeah, his brother as well.
The Doubt Me channel.
Yeah, Doubt Me.
Doubt Me. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Apart from their music. I'm not really... Have you listened
to
some? I'm not really into, like, their music stuff, but, like, the conspiracy stuff's really good.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I just got really interested and started looking into it from there. My side is more, like, aliens and ancient civilizations and ancient technology and all that kind of stuff, because I was always more into, like, ancient civilizations. Even as, like, a little girl, I loved Egypt. That was, like, the big civilization for me. I had, like, all these books on Egypt, and I remember, I don't know, I just, like, always fantasized about Egypt. Watched Egypt movies, and then getting into, like, conspiracy stuff, I started looking into ancient technology, like the pyramids aren't really tombs, which I, like, you know, going into it, you always just assume that they're tombs because that's what you're taught. But then, like, when you look into the facts, you realise that's not the truth. And all this other stuff started coming up. And then I got into, like, the Anunnaki, which I think I got into from Shane Dawson's brother. I think he briefly talked about it. Then I was like, what the hell's that? So I started looking into that. And that's something that I really believe in, and it just feels right for me. So a lot of the stuff that I like to look into is more like ancient technology and civilizations and aliens, whereas Jordan likes...
I like political stuff. I like ancient stuff as well. I'm definitely more like modern conspiracies, especially on the political side. So I was into aliens for a while, and I've got this thought in my mind where, like, when I was 12, I was big into it, but I swear they've had, like, disinfo. Like, they had to have done it because it's completely all these outright lies and hoaxes. Like, they honestly turn so many people off it. So I think that they've, tried to steer people away from it because barely anyone talks about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about, like, the greys.
Yeah, all that
kind of aliens. I don't think that that's true personally. I think if they're aliens, they probably look quite similar to us.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in the whole grey aliens thing.
I'm big into Illuminati stuff as well. Like, I was not into it for a while, but, like, ever since, like, I've come across a few good YouTubers that they point out, like, all the Satan worship and stuff. Like, I'm not even religious, but it may be symbolic just to who they are, but in media I see it a lot. I like all the MK Ultra stuff. There's tons that I'm going to touch on. There's honestly so many. I just can't. There's so many conspiracies out there. It's ridiculous. So we're going to touch on a lot. Like, I like the Hitler escaped conspiracy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, everything from the world wars to banker wars to pharmaceutical companies. Everything. We're going to touch on everything. So that's the stuff I'm definitely interested in. Illuminati stuff, bankers, how they pretty much screw over everyone, Federal Reserve stuff, how big oil took over the world. I like Hollow Earth theory as well. Like, people get so pissed about what shape the Earth is. It doesn't matter. Either way, like, if it's flat Earth, that's what it is. If it's hollow, just get over it, Like, people get so pissed off about it.
No, but the thing with... like, I don't believe the Earth is flat. I think that's quite a...
It's out there. It's definitely out there, but yeah, it's one of those conspiracies where, I don't know. Because the amount of times NASA has lied to people, I can see where they're coming from. I don't believe it, but I can see where they're coming from. All the fake Apollo pictures, you see the freaking flag waving on the moon. The shadows are all wrong.
But I think it's because, I think it links into, like, ancient aliens as well, because perhaps, like, there's evidence on the moon.
Yeah.
That there was ancient aliens and they don't want us to know for some reason. And the same thing with why they don't show us like real photos of the Earth, and like live streaming is very edited because apparently if you read around, there's ancient like satellites that aren't ours of like alien origin.
What about the meteor that was going through our solar system past Earth, and they could see it steering? This is official media saying it. They think it's steered out of the way.
Have you actually seen, like, the flight path that came
down? Yeah, it's completely strange.
Like, nothing ever comes down. They always like come that way, and then it starts to speed up as it left.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. Like, you can see we get pretty into it already. Already gone off topic, but anyway.
And we'll also be vlogging a trip.
Yes,
this
Egypt.
year we are going to Egypt. It's our honeymoon. And I'm very excited to go because, like I said before, I've always loved Egypt. And
honestly, I'm really interested because, like, all these structures, the technology, like, you see the perfect cuts. I want to see this in person. And on TV, it looks small, but, like, you see, we're watching a vlogging couple. The structures are humongous compared to people. It feels like they're ancient. It must have been ancient technology. Something's going on there that we don't know about, and we're being lied to. So we're definitely going to be looking into that.
Yeah.
So. All right, thanks for watching. I know this is our first video, so I'm obviously going to be a little bit shy in front of the camera, but I think obviously
I've already uploaded one.
yeah, she's onto it, like ridiculous, but I'm going to get more flowing in front of the camera.
He's not so like with the technical side as well. He doesn't
Yeah.
know how to like set up the camera or the laptop. And
I'm one of those people you consider lurkers on the internet. I don't have any accounts. I just read. I just watch. I don't get into comment battles. I just try to consume as much as possible. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.